So this video is about how to add collage and drawings to the top of a painting. And it's mostly just a demonstration. You can design this however you want. So I'm going to start by drawing a house because I think that I want this to be like a scene with some place that someone lives. So I'm just going to add some details to my house because it's easiest to add it while it's on the paper in case I want to expand the house. All right, I'm going to outline it so it stands out. Okay, now I'm going to add some color. I don't have to pick just one kind of media to color with. I can color with everything. First, I'm going to use marker for the outside. I noticed that this marker isn't very juicy, but I actually like the texture. Okay, color pencil for the windows. And color pencil for the roof, some brown, and add some texture. Ooh, gonna layer some orange in too. All right. Last finishing touches. All right, give me a moment to switcheroo here. I'm gonna cut out my house. So I need my scissors. Where are my scissors? Aha! I'm gonna cut out the main shape first so I can get rid of all of that paper. I think I'm gonna put it about right there. So I'm gonna cut all the edges off so I just have my house. Kind of look like birds. Might keep those for later. All right. Not too much. Okay. I got my house there. Let's see. Ooh, oil pastel. I'm gonna make like a river or something. So I'm gonna kind of outline where I want the river to go. Maybe that's the yard. All right. Oh yeah, color it in the yard. Oil pastel, because it goes over top. Now I'm gonna use a marker. I'm gonna make some ripples where the river is so you can tell that it's water, because that adds texture. Okay. Now I'm gonna use that same marker to outline some of my mountains, because I think I want this to be a river mountain scene. So I can kind of see the mountains in the painting where I made before. Maybe I want to use some of these scraps of paper. I'm going to draw a cloud. So I want the cloud to be white. It's going to be most white if I just glue on a paper on top of the painting instead of trying to color it in white. Okay, got my little cloud. Gonna add some glue, not too much, just enough. Stick it on. Okay. What can I do with this triangle? Maybe I want a bird. I think that's too big still. I'll just use it for an ice cap on my mountain. Okay. Not sure what I'm doing. Just gonna add some green to the grass area between the river and the mountains. So you can add a little texture and color so you can tell what that area is. Made a fence for my yard with my brown oil pastel. Oil pastel is great for layering on top of paint because it covers everything. Add more ripples in a different color, add a little more depth to my river. Ooh, now I'm gonna use the side of my oil pastel to create kind of a smoky texture, foggy texture on my mountains. Oil pastel is great for using it different ways to make different textures. Yeah, sideways, smoky texture. And the ripples in the water. Okay. I'm gonna add some more details to the sky. One more cloud, I think. Balance out the design, because we don't want to have just one cloud, because that's weird. We want to have more than one. Right, not too much. All right, now we've got 2 clouds. Still feel like we need something on the other side. And I really want to use this dot maker. Let me push on it so that the ink comes out. This has never been used before. All right, 1 dot. I'm gonna cut that out. Kind of looks like an egg. But I want to turn it into a sun peeking through the mountains. Cut that out now that I've drawn it with crayon. It's cutting out the sun rays. Okay. So I didn't know what I was doing with this. I sort of made it up as I went along, and that's something that I think that you should do too. Because sometimes the coolest artwork comes from things that you don't plan out. You solve problems as you go along. I'm just coloring in the outside of my sun with orange. Don't need that anymore. Adding a little bit of yellow to my grass in between my mountains. Because the more shades of color you add, adds a little more depth. Adding some pink smoke to my mountains. Fog, smoke. Okay. It's the artist's choice to decide when it is finished. I feel like I want to add one more thing with the paper down at the bottom because we have a lot of paper glued on at the top and not on the bottom. And I want to balance it out. So I think I'm going to add some rocks along my river bank. Don't want to be a straight line because that's boring. Okay, not too much glue, just a little bit. All right, so it doesn't really look like rocks yet. I feel like I need to add some color and texture. I'm going to use this pen to make some sharp curves for the rocks, where it's kind of pointy edges and some round edges. Then I'm going to use some marker. This marker, I remember I like the texture on the house, so maybe I'll use that again to outline the rocks. Then I'm going to color it in. I'm going to do orange first, and then layer the gray on top. Gray crayon. There it is. So orange and gray layered on top of each other. I think that's the kind of color I want for my rocks. Okay, it's a little better. So I think I like it. I think it's all done.